Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have some very good news this afternoon. As you can see, the executive chair of the Fiji Pine Group, Mr. Faiz Khan, is here with us with his team of very capable people. Just by way of background, since between 1990 and 2001, the Fiji Pine Group, Fiji Pine in particular, used to get about $1 million interest-free from government to carry out replanting of pine seedlings. That obviously was done on the basis that you would have some form of longevity as far as the supply to the mill was concerned. Unfortunately, this was not very good economics, did not make very good financial sense, because apart from that, Fiji Pine also used to get another $1 million by way of grants and subsidies, also from the government. From what we have understood now, that the replanting during that period also wasn't very good. The survivability rate, as they call it, was about 40%. In around about 2001, following that year, the loan and the subsidy stopped, and we saw that replanting actually stopped almost immediately thereafter. So essentially it showed that the Fiji pine was not very commercially viable. Then we discovered that, in fact, since 2010 or so, Fiji Pine has been making applications to have that actual debt written off or convert into some form of a grant. But under the leadership of the executive chair and his team, they pledged last year, by way of signing an MOU, that they will actually repay that loan, which is actually taxpayers' money. And today is a historic day because they're going to pay us $600,000 of that $12 million that is owed to the government. And it is obviously quite momentous in the sense that here is an organization that many had written off, that many thought would not be able to pay this debt. They have themselves proactively undertaken to actually pay off this loan. It does go into government coffers. It does go into government coffers to ensure that we continue to use that money for the benefit of all Fijians. It also means that any organizations, state-owned enterprises or statutory organizations that are assisted by government actually have a responsibility to ensure that the money that is given to them is spent wisely. Because ultimately, if that money is spent wisely, it benefits everybody. It benefits all Fijians. As you saw that this afternoon, the Prime Minister gave a $1,000 grant to over 300 Fijians who had qualified to get funding under the microfinance assistance that we're giving to microfinance enterprises. So here, men and women who are eking out a living, who may be selling handicraft or have a small canteen or selling watermelon or fish by the roadside, they may not have a good, display case, may not have a facility where they can put the ice, and we are giving them these grants. So with government getting these types of loans paid, we are able to do more of that, which affects a lot more people in a very positive manner and gives them sustained livelihood. So I would like to thank the Executive Chair and your team for coming down. I'd like to thank all of you for your hard work and your contribution. The Fiji Pine Group obviously has charted a new way forward. As you know, the Honourable Prime Minister has also now on 3 occasions given bonus payments to landowners. That was something that was completely unheard of previously. So we are on a very good wicket, as they say, as far as this is concerned, and I'd like to thank you for that. And I look forward to receiving the check.